Disclaimer: this is just a test from the most popular GameCube game ever, Super Smash Bros. Melee. I'm just testing how it runs and every stage it runs in 1P mode. Want more about Melee? You gotta get the code for it. Also, I just downloaded the Nintendo 64 Smash Bros. Well, not exactly. I just did downloaded the ROM. Just in case, of course.
Well, after some brief hours of testing and confirming the results, at the very end, it confirmed that GameCube games aren't its most strongest point. However, I managed to get this top game of the GameCube console in general, by forcing itself to reduce its quality graphics. However, I didn't want it to reduce them that much because I don't want it to look ugly and pixelated. So I keep it a deal. Put it in the lowest, but also putting the resolution and just slightly, uh, mm, slightly, slightly up. I mean, it won't affect the quality as long as I don't change it and or anything in the console or graphic settings. But you can see it runs perfectly fine. Now, I see most of you voting for the Smash Bros. 64, and I don't blame ya. Y'all think that it'll fail severely and disappointingly. However, this is not the case. You may not notice at the brief moment that it is forced to run at exactly 30 FPS. I tried to run this at 60, but don't you think it is smooth enough? I think it's smooth enough. Okay. I tried getting this game to work using the official Dolphin emulator. It didn't work. I mean, it worked for the main menu, the character selection, although sometimes just gets out of the place and lags. But that happens very rarely. I'm pretty ominous to happen. However, when the fight starts, it starts to lag in some stages. I check all the stages, and the one that lags the most is the Fountains of Dreams. However, and despite that I fixed the game by kind of ruining the graphics. However, again, it's not going to be very notable. I gave it a little bit of much more quality to compensate the absolute nerf. Hmm. You can see it's now running decently fast. 30 FPS is not the best in the world, but I think it is for a normal playthrough. Mm, I I'm just going to use one of the unusual characters that you want to play as. Now let's get into the count. Okay, the first fight is about versus Joshi. Pretty much, I think it's the most common character to fight with. As you can see right now, this stage runs perfectly, and the fact that also there's two characters. I mean, the previous issue that the official Dolphin had with stages is there were 4 players. I mostly play free for all, and there's a huge difference. The only stage that plays at alright and normally are these following 3: Pokemon Stadium, Pokefloats, and Flat Zone. However, the rest of them are pretty mediocre handling, and don't tell me about Fountains of Dreams. It's just fucking frustration to get it to work. Anyways, after beating the crap out of these two with a lucky Warp Star kit and the other one with a fan, yes, literally a fan. Also, I suck at these bonus break the target stages. In Nintendo 64 I was an expert, but due of the psychics and speed change, well yeah, I gotta train a lot for that. I wasted a life in there to try to kill Luigi. However, the NPC, aka the AI, was too dumb that I really fell to the cliff. Now, here comes the big one. You can see the FPS dropping significantly until I think the minimum that it could drop is to 18. I think so. 18, that 28. You can't see it that much slow because I'm actually editing the video speed. However, you can tell that it had a little struggle trying to run perfectly this stage. I mean, it could run perfectly with 2 characters, but yeah, no chance. That really sucked off my Peach. Besides, Peach is the lightest character in the game. So, what do you expect? I'm going to be over and over getting KO'd. However, this is part of the test. I just want to see if I can beat classic mode so far with this speed change. Again, we have smoothness. Although I never played classic mode in Melee, I already had experience because I tried in free for all, and don't forget that I have experience playing Smash Bros before. Yeah, thanks 64 for that.
Shall we begin?
Now here comes the annoying part. You know, team race are actually pretty easy, right? Well, that was in 64, because in this one, oh boy, it gets very difficult. Their toughness increases the more difficult you add to your gameplay. Meaning you need to hit a lot of these one by one a lot to actually get these things out from the stage. It's weirdly enough, I mean, the difficulty only affected the AIs, not the fucking toughness and weight. As you can see, I lost. Yeah, I freaking lost. I expected that, you know. I think you can agree with me that Pikachu is the worst character to play a classic mode. I mean, it gets very trash easily. However, I had experience already using Pikachu. If you don't know the difference about Pichu and Pikachu, well, the main difference is Pichu does recoil damage after doing electric moves.
Repeat, this is not a drill.
And that recoil kinda hurts. It makes you very vulnerable to another upcoming hit if you overuse these kind of electric attacks.
Is that all you got?
But I guess makes sense. I don't know. I was fine at race to the finish until I was clumsy and I thought there was a platform below that platform. Now the middle fight. This was an utter burden to pass on. Probably Peach's worst nightmare. I fucking got drained 2 of my life stocks, I think. But you know, it's easy to expect that because, like I said before, that is the lightest character. And also the damage ratio and how much percentage you need to be star KO'd is crazy. I think I probably think that the earliest percent to KO a Pichu is probably 48 or 52. Yeah, that's crazy. But that won't matter anyways. This game is very hard. You'll get lunch anyways, earlier no matter the weight, depending on what platform you are. And you're expecting the master hand will be a breeze. No, you got that wrong. I absolutely got rid of all my life stocks. Also, much more professional and sets like weight dash and L cancel actually exists in the game. I didn't feel like to customize my controller any further, but I'll do so at the end of this video after it gets exported. You can see miserably I'm trying to damage this hand, but I get crushed. And you watch my poor little mouse getting KO'd from corner to corners. But you know, so far the only stage that the game had issues with is the Fountain of Dreams. I mean, it's the best that I could do. Let's be honest, I think the reason why it lagged is because of the giant model of Bowser. Yeah, I think that's the reason. Later on, I'll try some special melee. I'll try, I don't know, slow melee? I think so. But I'm curiously not to try giant melee. Let's see if that theory still hold up until the end of times. Will it hold up? I don't know. But yeah, and that's it. And overall, I think this game is good enough to actually be playable in the long run. However, I gotta be watch out for the clockwise maximum selection because I don't want to bust a part of the PC. But other than that, pretty good. Anyways, leave me in your comment section below if you want this game over 64. Okay, Smash Bros 64 for the ones who don't know. I mean, I gotta respect the both, but it'll be a shame that I wasted 5 days getting this game to work finally, all because over maximum nostalgia. I know it's the first game, but I got truly bored. So yeah, if you actually like this rather than other stuff, good to know. Anyways, thanks for watching, and this was FCD videos. And hopefully I'll see you soon when my phone gets fixed. For now, more This is XED, the most trusted channel of categories and entertainment, guaranteed.